Hello everyone, and welcome to the start of my playthrough of Pikmin. As I said on my Double Dash game, when I was recording, I've managed to figure out how to connect my Wii to my TV so I can start playing GameCube games. I can't play my Wii games though because, well, the controller doesn't work. But anyways, so today I'm going to start this playthrough of Pikmin. This is the first Pikmin game, there's currently 4 of them, and I hope to play all of them eventually, but 3 and 4 will be a bit tricky because they're on the Switch, and I still haven't figured out how to get that to work because it's on a different channel from where my Wii is connected. Now, before I start the playthrough, I just want to explain a couple of things and get the boring bit out of the way in episode 1, which is how this playthrough is going to work, as well as other playthroughs on my channel and what else I plan on doing. So those of you who don't know, I've actually started my job at this point in time, meaning that I don't have anywhere as much free time as I used to record videos. This makes it a lot harder for me to be able to record videos, but I'm still going to try. The next thing that I want to talk about is my Fortune Street playthrough. That is going to go on hiatus for a very, very long time. Long story short is I got burnt out of the game, and just looking back the last few boards that I played, I got visibly frustrated and annoyed with the game because luck just wasn't on my side. So I'd rather play a bit more skill-based games for the time being that aren't horrendously luck-based. So Fortune Street is going to be put on hold for a very, very long time, to the point where I might not even bother playing through the rest of the game. But to be fair, going from 18 boards up to 200 is a huge jump. Anyways, now that that is out of the way, let's get on to Pikmin, and I want to start by saying this is the Pikmin game I've played the least. I've played Pikmin 1 less than I've played Pikmin 4, and the reason for that is because, well, this is the most buggiest of the Pikmin games, if that makes sense, especially the GameCube version. In fact, the version I'm playing is not actually the game that I own. What actually happened is me and a friend, we traded a game each, because I wanted to record Pikmin, but the only GameCube version of Pikmin I had was Pikmin 2. Which it would be weird to start with Pikmin 2 rather than Pikmin 1. So I basically let them borrow a game of mine, and they've let me borrow this game, so therefore I can record it. So special thanks to my friend who doesn't want to be mentioned. Which is fair enough. So now let's explain how this game is going to work. So the way how Pikmin 1 works, you have 30 in-game days in order to complete the game. It's an RTS game where you basically have to retrieve 30 ship parts, and depending on how many of the parts you get and which parts you get determines which ending you get. You either get the true ending, the good ending, or the bad ending. Well, good ending being the mediocre ending. The true ending is if you get all 30 parts in time, and you therefore just complete the game. The mediocre ending is if you take all 30 days, but you get every single part that is required for you to get back. It will make more sense when you watch the opening cutscene. The bad ending is if you don't get enough parts, and the 30 days end. Or you don't get the required part. So I'm going to record one part per day. So day 1 will be one entire part, and then episode 2 will be day 2. And finally, if you think that this is going to be a professional playthrough of this game, don't even expect it. I guarantee you, I will have a hard time with this game. I would argue I'm worse at this one than I am in Pikmin 2, which a lot of people would argue is the hardest Pikmin game out of the 4 of them, which I kind of disagree with. I actually think that this one is slightly harder just because of how buggy it is. But for those of you who haven't seen or played Pikmin before, it is a real-time strategy game. It's a lot of fun. It's a horrendously underrated franchise, and I'm very glad that the franchise has now started getting popular now that Pikmin 4 has come out, because these games are truly underappreciated. They're not very long, but they're really well made. Even this one, which is extremely buggy. But basically, how this one works You play as Captain Olimar, who's trying to get back to his home planet, but on the way back he hit a meteor and his ship has now started, exploding, and all of the parts have come off of it. Our objective is to retrieve the ship parts by using the Pikmin, which we'll see the first type of Pikmin very soon. And I will read all of the dialogue this time, which I haven't done in Fortune Street. But this is Olimar, whose name is very similar to Mario's, which was done on purpose. My name is Captain Olimar. While travelling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I have awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone, I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no. Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. But yeah, this game is not very long, as I've said. But first thing you want to do is just walk around. It's actually a bit over here somewhere. There it is. You can't actually zoom out the camera in this cutscene, which is kind of annoying. In my practice that I did on this, I actually went the complete wrong way to start with. And here we have our first Pikmin. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. And you have to wait on this one, so I'm just going to beat up these flowers while I wait, because that's all I can do. But anyways, you go over... Oh, the game's going to explain, never mind. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of the wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled, I must approach it and press A. It gives you a nice little view of what button to press. Anyway, starting off, we have red Pikmin, the first Pikmin type that we found. They have a nose, as well as eyes. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage, it just stands there staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I am intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try and grab it and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it would react to the C stick and X as well. The following controls appear to allow me to several viewpoints. L, rotate camera, hold to follow the cursor. R, zoom in and out. Z, change angle. I must survive. I need to familiarise myself with these controls and my surroundings. But red Pikmin are immune to fire. They cannot be burnt, and they do more damage than the other Pikmin types. But anyways, you can throw a Pikmin at multiple things and they interact with it. These pellets, which are called, well, they're called pellets that came from the flowers, which are called pellet posies, will make more Pikmin. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. The problem with Pikmin 1 is they take way longer than the other Pikmin games for the seeds to sprout, which means you have to do a lot of just waiting around. But this is the first game in the franchise, and you can keep mashing A as well to, well, get them to go slightly faster. Now you want to have a look around as well. I'll have to go all the way around. There's a 5 over there. The number on them is the number that you need to carry. And the way how it works, the number on the top is the number of Pikmin that you need in order to carry the item. The number on the bottom is how many you currently have on it. So you can throw 2 on this one and it will go slightly faster. And you see that we needed 1, but I can put a second one on there. In fact, I could no, I can't put a third one on. I think that's only Pikmin 4 that you can put 3 on. But for this introduction day, you basically just want to build your Pikmin numbers up, and you'll see that there is a box here which has number 10 on it. So if you put 1 and 2 together, you can figure out that we need 10 Pikmin in order to move that. Using the C-stick, you can get them to move in whichever direction you want. Now, another thing to mention is I could have played the Switch remaster of this game, which has fixed a lot of the problems, but here's the thing. Pikmin 1 is funny because of how buggy it is. Plus, I haven't figured out how to get my Switch to work fully on the TV yet. I'm close, I've managed to connect it to a channel, but whenever I try recording it on Dolphin, or not Dolphin, sorry, OBS, Dolphin is what I recorded Fortune Street on. Whenever I try to record it using OBS, because it's not on Dolphin, and it's not on the same channel that I've connected the Wii to, it just shows a black screen. So whenever I try recording a Switch game, I just record a black screen. So, trying to figure that out. And, well, I don't really want to emulate Nintendo Switch games as well when they're being sold. Right. Fortune Street I played on the Dolphin because I basically needed to, because I modded the game. And I didn't want to break my original copy of Fortune Street that I had. Whereas this one, I've just borrowed the game from my friend. So I can just play this on my Wii, because as I mentioned on Double Dash, you can play GameCube games on your Wii. You just need an SD card, and you need to basically connect things up. And I much prefer the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, which I've connected to my laptop, and can therefore play it through my laptop, which is pretty weird, because I didn't know I could do this. A different friend of me informed me I could do this, and I'm very thankful to them. I forgot to read the dialogue. Approach and press A to pick sprouts, press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw, press B to call them, X to dismiss, use the C stick to command and control the group, L, R and Z control perspective. I shall record all of this in my computer. I can press Y to access the computer. Let's press Y then. And there you go. You basically got the controls. I forgot to read half of the dialogue, but it's fine. And oh, would you look at that, we have a ship part. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me. But how will I get it back to the Dolphin? Well, we have 12 Pikmin with us, but we need 20, so we'll call them all back. And we need to get a few more. Luckily, there's some more pellets up here, such as a couple of ones. We'll get a few on this 5, not all of them though, and we'll chuck one on there. And there's also a 2 up here. Can't reach it. Okay, that's fine. The longer you hold B for, the further the whistle goes. So if I press it quickly, it only does that. If I hold it down, it goes a lot longer. But those of you who want to know, I've said I've not played Pikmin 1 that much. Pikmin 1 is the only one of the Pikmin games I haven't actually finished. In fact, you also need to be careful because your Pikmin love to get stuck quite often, so I thought one had got stuck, but I don't think it has. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. or individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground, which is what I've been doing. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright colour. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. The other issue I always have as well is I just keep throwing them when I'm trying to pick them. That is the biggest Pikmin 1 problem as well that most people have. It's not just me who will do this. Because you have to be patient as well, especially on the GameCube version of this. The Wii version, you don't have to wait as long. But the problem with the Wii version is the controls are very finicky. And I much prefer the GameCube controls. I do have the Wii version of Pikmin 1. I've got to, I think, day 13 on it on my best, but then I just, you know, went to Pikmin 2, because my issue was I just kept having a skill issue on Pikmin 1. So I tried playing Pikmin 2, which is the harder version of Pikmin, unironically, and I did better on it, so... Oh, is there not a pellet up there? I thought there was. I'm fairly certain you get 25 on this first day. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh well, 23 will do. We need 20 to get it anyways, so we can just go and do it now. Oh yeah, and Pikmin 3 is the easiest version of Pikmin. It's not even close. I'd even argue that Pikmin 3 is easier than Pikmin 4. But I have played fully through Pikmin 2, 3 and 4. And when it comes to picking a favourite, Pikmin 4, definitely. The quality of life that Pikmin 4 added was just insane. Like, going from Pikmin 3 on the Wii U up to Pikmin 4 before I'd even played the deluxe version was such an increase in quality. Don't get me wrong, Pikmin 3 is still really good. And as much as a lot of people hate on Pikmin 2 for its, well, mechanic, which I'm not going to explain in this version, I still really enjoy Pikmin 2. I hate to say it, Pikmin 1 is probably my least favourite version of Pikmin, just because it's the first one and they were trying to get the controls sorted a bit better. But with that, we have our first ship part recovered, and our ship will automatically start fixing itself. I really wish my car did that. Just kidding, my car's not actually broken at the moment. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. So, because it's the first day, it automatically ends when you get the part. All of your Pikmin will follow you as well, so you don't have to worry about that. That is the tutorial day done. After this, you're on your own. So you've got to take great care. It's very easy to make mistakes on this game. When it hits nighttime, you automatically leave. And that is because, well, when it's nighttime in Pikmin, there's a lot of nocturnal predators. One day since impact, I've somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see that the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hocotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. And then you get a nice little ending screen, which tells you how many parts you have, how many days you have, how many Pikmin you have, and what colour of them you have. Because, spoilers, there's more than one colour of Pikmin. It also tells you how many you've lost. So lost in battle and left behind. This here is a very nice feature, because you can see exactly how many Pikmin you have left. For example, let's say that it's like day 7 or something, and I only have 12 red Pikmin left, because I've had a massive skill issue or a blunder. In that case, I would know that the next day I would need to build my population back up. But right now we have 23, which I think is all we could get. Because of it, we're going to end the first part here. So, thank you all for watching, and have a great day.